Borderline personality disorder. Things are things are a bit chaotic at the moment. Be lucky you're getting this video. Right now I'm running at 50%. Studio's completely wrecked. All my equipment was thrown about, not cared for very well because of this wall behind me. This great magical wall that was perfectly good in my opinion. In this video there's going to be ranting. You're going to have to be prepared for ranting. Will we get to a message? Will there be something meaningful at the end that you can all take away and go about your lives being more enriched for having watched this video? Sure. Why not? Sounds good. For that, there's going to be ranting. The wall. That wall right there is going to cause, well, it's already caused a whole crap load of problems. It is going to continue to cause problems. And by the end of it, could just snowball into this out of control runaway train scenario that could destroy friendships, tear families apart, get somebody locked up in prison. Who knows? We will just see where it goes. Gotta get up early because the whole day is going to be just rummaging through my studio and fucking it up. That's going to be the day. If you want to hear more about the wall and all that backstory, that's for Patreon. Go check out my Patreon videos. There's a link in the description below. That's where you get to more of the behind the scenes personal inner goings ons. Basically, that's where I can talk shit about the people I know without them knowing because they're too cheap to go pay for Patreon. So check it out. See, the problem with BPD, there's usually other disorders that go along with it. It's usually not just the one diagnosis. I personally have the BPD and about 6 to 7 other diagnoses that they stack on top of it. And throw this out, and we'll see if anybody can relate here. I don't like people snooping through my stuff. I have a very big thing about my space is my space. I'm very territorial about my space as well. I believe it stems from such chaos at a younger age. If I was lucky enough to have a space that I could call my own, I mean, it was always getting thrashed and raided, and it wasn't really my space. And that's when I was lucky enough to have a spot that I could call my own. And I've never really had my own just space, ever. It's just always temporary. But isn't it always temporary? You just have a little spot that you can call your own momentarily. And there's always people wanting to pry and go through your space, always, no matter where you are. So I have a lot of anxiety. I also have this space issue. So people coming in to do maintenance type work just really rubs me the wrong way. It goes against both of those. So I cannot trust that somebody's going to do the said maintenance that they said they're going to do without rummaging through my stuff and finding all the gadget porn, which is something I don't need a landlord to know about, or a maintenance person for that matter. Why should some just maintenance guy know about my gadget porn? It doesn't make no sense. Usually the maintenance is pretty routine, pretty easy, something you could do yourself, but no, they don't want to let you do it yourself. And even if you do it yourself, it's not going to be freaking good enough. And if you're going to do this stuff, do it in an empty house. That's what I have to say. This whole week I've had to deal with, people wanting to go through my stuff, regardless if that's their intentions or not, it feels like that's their intentions. And as we all know, reality is perspective. If you believe something to be true, it most likely is true. Why do they want to go through my shit? I don't know, because I'm that damn fascinating. People love to just want to bug me for no good damn reason. It's like a fun little game. Let's see how much we can just poke at the crazy person before they freak out. Yeah, definitely something I don't deal with well. But I've been trying to. I've been trying to deal with it as much as I can. But then, people go into my space and they just throw my shit around. Like the camera I found. Somebody had just tossed that around. You don't toss my camera around. I don't care how pissy you are about whatever little issue. It's my fucking camera. I'll stab you for something like that. I'm sure whatever is bothering you can't be as bad as being stabbed. Also, there's this tension, this power struggle of like who's got the big dick fucking waving around. And I always love the big dick contest, but if you want to hear more on that, definitely go check out the Patreon video. You definitely want to hear about this damn wall. This put me into a really interesting type of depression or disassociation, or I don't even know what to call it. I'll just describe what happened. Maybe you can figure out what to call it. I completely shut down. The stress, people swinging dicks around, wanting to invade my space for the last 2 days. I completely shut down and I just laid in a dark room. Not sleeping, not really being awake, just laying in a dark room. Just trying to, as much as possible, block everything out. Lots of meditation. Meditation works for a little while. I have found it's the best thing to do in those situations. But 2 days worth of meditation is a lot of meditation. I really didn't find any answers in this meditation either. It wasn't centered. It wasn't. There was. It was mostly just meditation to try to keep myself from completely going batshit crazy, which I really wanted to a couple times. And then there's other issues, which are going to go into the Patreon video, that are affecting the whole situation. Pretty much the point of this one, if there is a point, if there's anything to be gained from any of this, it would be to definitely go check out the Patreon video because I think it's going to be way better. You get into these situations, there's nothing you can do. You got to let people do what they're going to do, right? Unless it's your place. It's not very organized, though. The invasion of my space is just pretty much any time they decide to invade my space, which for me, it'd be a lot better if I knew when my space was being invaded. It would help with my issues. Not that they give a flying fuck about my issues. Most people don't. But it would be nice in a perfect world. And that would help with the anxiety and the whole just feeling like invaded. Other than that, I could just leave, go somewhere else, but I really have nowhere to go. And this is such a small little area. I'm sure there's some drug houses I could find, but yeah, led to my own devices. Wandering around the streets without a purpose is not a good idea. I mean, I'll find something to do. It's normally not the best thing. For the most part, I think I've handled everything not as well as I would like, but not as bad as I could have. The meditation has been a very helpful little tool to use, but it can only get you so far. This is one I really don't have an answer for. more wanting to get all of your feedback to see if I'm the only one that has this issue, if it's a BPD issue at all, or maybe it's an anxiety issue. Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, share, blah, blah, blah. You guys know what to do. I think you know YouTube, maybe. Anyway, do all that crap. Be sure to leave comments and shit. Until next time, keep on keeping on. Don't need you snooping in the cupboards, looking under fences, under blankets, in the cushions. Don't need you finding gadget porn. What would you think if you were to discover all the gadget porn hiding in the sofa and the oven? How shocked you'd be to find even more. How shocked you'd be to find gadget porn in the socks. Yep, in the socks. Gadget porn hidden up in the socks.